welcome to Top 10 Archive. You know, sometimes life is all about luck, all about being in the right place at the right time. For the photographers of these 10 stills, it can definitely be argued that luck was on their side, and with that luck, they provided us with photos that could only be described as perfect. From hilarious to poignant, these are our picks for some great, perfectly timed pictures. Number 10, the grasshopper that ate New York. It's big, it's mean, it's green, and it's taking over a city near you. This unfortunate, well, very fortunate snapshot taken by a random citizen is everything monster movie lovers pine for. As if we need to point it out, perspective of the supposed grasshopper on the windshield makes it look massive, distant, and hungry. Maybe not hungry, but it adds to the allure of this well-timed shot that introduces the world to Roger Corman's The Grasshopper That Ate New York. Number 9, the owl's tiny meal. We shift tone very quickly for this second expertly timed photo taken by nature and wildlife photographer Tom Samuelson. If you scroll through Samuelson's library of photographs, you'll find beautiful works of art that belong framed on walls. Then you'll come across this, a murderous owl with a steadfast look in his eye swooping in on Stuart Little, who is simply enjoying the cold snow on his paws. All kidding aside, it's photographs like this that remind you just how Mother Nature works and the general scale of the food chain. Number 8, full velociraptor. Any guy will tell you that the kid's expression in this photo is pretty accurate to the level of pain he must be feeling. This isn't a gentle nudge or an unfortunate love tap. The lazy pooch stretching beneath him looks to have given his friend's little brothers a night on the town they'll never forget. How the photographer caught the moment the child went from regular food-loving Timmy to the agonized and pained velociraptor is beyond us, but it's definitely a sign that we should be carrying our cameras in the ready position at all times. Number 7, a light snack for jaws. There aren't many signs of motion in this picture, so this isn't some hungry beast just looking to shove something into its face. This shark is either hungry enough not to want to scare its dinner away, or curious as to what his web-toed friend is doing up there. We figure it's safe to assume the latter, and can't really express outright how creepy it is that the toothed wonder seems to be taking its sweet time before snagging its midday snack. The black and white aspect tones down the mood even more, making it impossible to think positive thoughts for the unsuspecting prey. Number 6, the skies are bluer on the other side. As a giant fluff of storm clouds roll in, a beautiful rainbow separates the good side of the town from the bad side of the town. While we love the timing in this photo that shows how storms progress through an area, it's the backstory we've created that helped this photo make the list. Two warring factions sit on either side of the rainbow, the Dark Count watching over his land from his tower. On the other side of the rainbow, the forces of light and their good-spirited ruler aim to keep the Count at bay. Will the Count's storm clouds breach the rainbow threshold? That's up to you to decide. There wasn't a follow-up photo to finish this story with. Number 5, star-crossed lovers. We almost want to call shenanigans on this photo, but we aren't giving up on the love story that's blossoming in the background. Sure, two strangers pass one another without a word, but their shadows know their destiny and in one swift moment come together for an embrace that would end far too quickly. The sweet irony of the photo is, though the shadows seemed entwined in one another, the look the gentleman is giving the passing lady is all but warm. Ooh, does anyone else have goosebumps? I have goosebumps. Moving on. Number 4, world's tallest lightning strike. If we didn't know any better, we'd say something sinister was cooking in Dubai when this picture was taken. Several lightning strikes wake the residents of this Arabian desert city, the brightest of the bolts striking the world's tallest building. Like any good horror movie, we assume it was at this time that the monster rose from its gurney and started to lay waste to the lab. Though we're having issues digging up the story that covered it. I guess we'll just have to pass this off as Mother Nature showing off while photographers Brian Hawkins and Michael Shainbloom worked their magic behind the lens. Number 3, Air Force graduates. There are several things about this picture that make it so perfect. First and foremost is the jubilation captured on everyone's faces. Clearly, they're quite excited, and we can understand how graduating from the United States Air Force Academy would be an occasion to celebrate over. The hats in the air simply amplify the joy of this picture. But the really fascinating capture is the fighter jets zooming in from the background. Rare is it that a photo captures so much patriotism, happiness, and excitement all at once that it leaves us without a joke to tell. Number 5, Obama, God of Fire. On social media, he's a socialist, Muslim, anti-American, reptilian, and now apparently Barack Obama is a fire lord. This picture, circa 2012, shows a tired and worn-out Obama after almost 4 years of running the country, apparently ready to unleash his secret weapon, a ball of fire as bright as the sun. Of course, this is just a perfectly timed shot at one of the president's many speeches. And there's a small part of us that think the photographer was simply waiting for the right hand gesture with the light lined up perfectly. Kudos, person behind the camera. You've captured the president nearing his final form. Number 1. Giraffe Num Num Num. You thought giraffes were sweet? You thought their black tongues were silly and their docile nature was true? This picture is photographic evidence that giraffes are literal monsters, massive, plane-destroying monsters. The story has it that the survivors of the giraffe-induced plane crash were set loose in some secretive underground hunting arena where a tower of giraffes take up arms and exact revenge on us for misrepresenting their species all these years. Hey, stop looking at your screen like that. The giraffe revolution is real, and this photo is first evidence of it. Have you seen any of these pictures before? Do you have an idea for a future Top 10 video? Let us know in the comments section below. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and our website, top10archive.net. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with all of your family and friends.